demonetized us again. I give up. I give up. I'm done with that video. I'm just done with it.
Well, don't worry about it now. You know.
Yeah.
Just let it go then.
I wish I had not seen that.
Just let it play. Let's take credit for the views and the other stuff. YouTube is getting tougher all the time. Huh. For you.
I just want to throw my hands up right now. I really do.
We have, oh, you're the only one here, huh? Oh, so we have one person. Oh, it's 2 eggs. Hey, Jason.
Joke.
Carla's having a heck of a time with that last video, so. Not fun. Not fun at all. All right, that's got it. That looks better. There's Steve Moran. Hey, Steve. Haven't seen you in a couple times. You'll have to excuse us both. We're like both fighting allergies, huh?
Yeah, I'm a little better.
She's better. I'm still bad.
YouTube.
Killed me. There's Mark.
Hey, Mark.
He loves history too. You okay? She's mad. They demonetized our.
How long have I worked on that video?
3 months. 3 months on that last video. And
I know. What do we keep saying? We don't do it for the money.
Well, but you want to, you know, at least be able to buy a tank of gas once in a while or something, because we travel a lot and do stuff to make things happen. We went today. We went on a all-day ride, so got to close this because it's getting loud outside. What are you looking at? Why they did it?
Oh, they'll send me an email.
Oh, Kat's here too. Let's
Hi,
see.
Amanda. Hi, Jason.
Hi, kids. We're still in Arizona. Steve's in there. When did you get to Arizona? We never saw you there. And wow, what for? Hello. No ways. Stupid YouTube. And Scarlett Henderson is clapping. Or no, waving high. That's what that is. Looks like this. It's not. They're like this. Looks like that.
I'll challenge it.
Huh?
I'll challenge it.
Are you? Well, I would challenge everything they do anymore.
Well, I've challenged everything they've done so far. So.
Yeah. Rosebud.
We don't get that much of a kickback from them, but when we do, it's like.
Yeah. That's because you're usually really careful about doing that stuff.
And I was careful this time too. Everything was okay to use, but then.
I like to go Washington video. That was pretty cool. I used to go there when I was a kid. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. That the stupid YouTube keeps demonetizing it. So.
Well, it's not stupid YouTube in this case. It's the artist that created the song that I used, the music, and they can pull it at any time and decide to monetize it and put a license on it. So even though when I used it, it was okay, if they decide the next 5 minutes after I put it out there that they want to, whatever. Anyway, that's what it is.
You changed it though, didn't you?
I did change it, and they're still saying the same thing. So I won't.
Was it the wrong song?
No. I changed 2 of the 3.
Maybe it's time for me to get that guitar out and I'll just make a bunch of noise.
That would be great. I've asked Paul to do that. Could you just like kick me out a bunch of songs I can use?
We have old Bobby Freedom. We could use his CD.
I know.
Bunch of gold songs about mining gold. But
so Amanda, Steve, Mark.
Yep.
Scarlett.
There's 14 people on.
Rosebud. Haven't seen you in a while. Phil Presnell, hi.
Yeah, there's Phil. He's here. Mellowcat's here again. See, Mellowcat keeps showing up. That'd be cool.
See, she said that would be cool. Just start strumming.
Yeah.
I've even downloaded GarageBand, I think it is, an app where you can like make your own music, but I'm not that. I don't know how to do that.
So today, Jason and Amanda will appreciate this. Now you have to realize we went from Mina to Wilhelmina to Talamina to Talahina. Back to Mina. Back to Mina. So there's a bunch of Minas and Talahinas and
it's all Indian.
Yeah. We did a big circle.
It was a nice drive though.
It was beautiful. Yeah.
Don't go hungry because there's nothing to eat there.
Yeah. There's nowhere to eat.
And granted too, it's Sunday, so everybody closed at like 2:00. And we got
there's
there
nowhere
at like
to really
2:15.
Not a lot of restaurants here either.
No, there's not. But anyway. That's a lot of Ina. You're right.
Yeah.
Ina, Mina, Miny, Mo.
Yeah. So, but it was cool. You're just running along the top of the mountain, just going up and down and up
and down. Tim Bexley.
How you doing, Tim?
And you're always invited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He thought
I've been having grief with YouTube and
He thought we deleted his
demonetization.
His permission slip, huh?
Yeah, his hall pass.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just what happened. She put it on, and then we left, and it ran all day long. Mm-hmm. And then when we got home, they demonetized it. And then so she had.
And they said you can keep it up, but people could view it, which would be good for analytics, but it's not monetized.
So then she pulled it down, and that's when you tried to get on it. And then she did some stuff to it, put it back on, and now they did it again. So
third time's a charm.
They suck.
They do.
They do.
Anyway, so here we are.
Too many rules. Too many rules in life anymore.
The only thing I could think of to do now is to just go take the music off all the way. Just take it all off.
Just make it a silent movie?
Yeah. Anyway.
We had to put all that music on because of me, right?
You're right, Tim.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what we did today. That was pretty fun.
And yesterday,
we got some shovels out and chainsaw out, and we dug up some roots and cut the roots out, and then my nephew came by with a skidster.
He found a bunch more roots.
Yeah, and he dug it down so that now we can start building put the floor joists in and start building getting the floor done on the one side, and then here comes KG's trade, and then we're gonna put up a wall, and we're gonna start closing.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, we have a structure on the property right now
that is from the 1950s,
and we're gonna try to turn it into some place for us to live.
A 1950s home.
So we're making baby steps towards that progress.
I think we're going to make it look like a shed on the outside, and we're going to make it look really nice on the inside. So the houses my first house that I owned, on the outside was pretty plain, huh? It just looked like a box house basically. But no, that's RV Retired Travelers.
Oh,
yeah, it's not RV Bandwagon.
RV Retired Traveler. Okay.
There you go.
New. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome and hello.
Anyway, I like to make the insides really primo. I like to spend all the dough on the inside and just make it presentable on the outside. Make it look clean and,
Mosaic tile tomorrow. Oh, joy. 2 Eggs is building a barn dominium, if you guys don't know, and Mellow Cat.
They're building a mansion on the mountain over here.
They're on tile phase right now. So. Where are you putting Mosaic tile? Better for the property taxes that way. Yeah, you're right, Mark. You are correct.
Yeah, the taxes around here aren't that bad anyway.
No.
Um, yeah, the neighborhood we're in, it wouldn't take much to be top dog.
Yeah, the houses around here are like
Pretty just regular.
they're
Well, the house next to us was built
yeah
in 1884,
yeah
and the one down here was built early
40,
1900s, no,
19,
like 1923 or something.
which
And
one?
then there's houses on the other side down here that I don't know if they were ever built. They're all falling over, man. They're so old.
The tub, okay. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing photos of that, Mellow Cat,
Yeah.
in between the subway tiles. Okay.
Did you get a little slower activating mortar? There's Peptic. Hello.
Hey, Pepsi. Welcome. Thanks for the ER call.
Yeah. It's still, we're thinking it has a transfer switch. My brother's got a Jayco trailer, and you plug in the cord and nothing happens. The 120, nothing happens.
No power.
No power. So we're thinking that it's probably there's some, because he has, it's set up for a generator. It's got all the switching and everything's there, and it's also set up for solar, but he doesn't have any of that. So, but I talked with Prepper Wayne yesterday, and Will Peptic, and I think that where we're headed is it's just got to be something that's just shutting it off. And the only thing that would do that would be either a slide out or something, slice the wires, which I don't think that's what happened.
Mark says transfer switch too.
Yeah, or a transfer switch. But we can't find it. I got to try to find it.
Pre-wired for a generator. It probably has a transfer switch.
Yeah.
So Scarlett says keep an eye out at your Restore Our Habitat for Humanity. We don't have one of those. We're out. We're like
the closest
far
one of those is
places,
in Little Rock, I think.
which is almost 3 hours.
Oh, there's
away,
that one over there by Hot Springs too.
which is 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, around here, you just find houses that have fallen over.
Around here, habitat or what is it you called it? Restore. They're still being lived in.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But anyway, mice may have chewed wires. That was my thought, Amanda, too. There is a habitat en route to Hot Springs, yeah. Mine was close to the generator, Mark says.
Well, the bad thing about this trailer is the plug where you plug it in is on the left side, all the way in the very back corner. I mean, it's about that far from the back of the trailer. And this trailer is like 42 foot long. What's it got? Like 5 slide outs in it. It's got a front kitchen, and then all the stuff where the generator and the solar is in the very front. And we looked all up inside the cargo bay and everything around. We took panels off and everything. We could not find it. So I don't know where it's going to be. I really don't. There, and where the converter is, I unscrewed it, pulled it out, looked in there. I couldn't see. I mean, a transfer switch is going to be, something.
Sizable.
Yeah, it's not going to be real small. But we'll see. Sunny Day Pearl.
Hey, Sunny Day. How are you?
Good evening.
Welcome. I think it's your first time at least saying hi. Welcome.
Sunny Day Pearl must be from Arkansas because she said y'all.
Y'all.
Either that or Texas or somewhere like that.
Bill and Darla.
Oh, Bill Barlow.
Bill Barlow. This was my RV. Okay.
RV YouTube account. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good to know.
Now we know who you are.
Hey, Coley. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you. Why, Peggy? Yes, it is live.
Yes, we are live. Well, we're trying to be alive.
On my 2009 Keystone Fusion, there was a recall on the transport switch.
Huh.
Under the fridge? Could be under the fridge.
Well, they have a house refrigerator in there for the 120. There's an inverter in there too, and the inverter
Got you, Mark.
works.
Mark's the transfer switch, not transport.
Oh, that's right.
Beam me up, Scotty.
When I have to lay underneath that trailer and take that diaper off the bottom, I'm going to be wanting to be transformed.
Yeah. Hi, Mountain Laurel. What is the availability and price point of small rural parcel, 2 or 3 acres, suitable for on or off-grid RV home base?
Who's asking
Kim
that?
Baxley.
Oh, how much is it for 2 to 3 acres?
Depends on if it's extremely rural or if it's in town, if it's got electric and
Well, I saw a thing
power
today.
utilities and stuff like that. But as a rule,
Today I saw 8 acres for 40,000. So that's 5,000 an acre. But I don't
but,
think
you know,
it's
I don't think it has
electrical and all that. Suitable for on or off grid home base. Thanks. Yeah, it's we'll see. For us, the advantage to this place was, you know, I was talking with my brother about it, and he thought I paid $9,500 for 1.1 acre. He thought I paid too much, and I said, well, he said, you know, for an acre you should only be paying like $1,400 an acre. And my brother's name is John. I said, John, I go, well, then I got to get a well, right? Well, yeah. Well, how much is a well? Well, yeah, it'd be about 10 grand. And then I got to put a septic tank in, right? Well, yeah, you'd have to put a septic tank in. Well, how much is a septic? Well, you know, it depends. You got to. So by the time I would have got all done, I would have been I wouldn't have been as well off as we are. And you know, if I want if I want a gas line, it's at the street. All I got to do is call and put a meter in, and they'll run me up a gas line. If I need cable TV, it's on the pole out here. And I mean, anything we need is already here. The electrical was already here. All I had to do was get the power loop and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, 2 acres out of town. Well, I'd have to look around. I haven't looked in a while. I know there's stuff for sale right now, huh?
I paid $14,000 for almost 2 acres with electric and water in Tennessee.
Well, you pay. Well, you already have acreage, so you. Oh, okay.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Yeah. Oh, Ron Darrell's here. Hi, Ron. Well, not Ron Darrell. It's Ron and Darrell Adventures. Ron Darrell Adventures.
I don't know. I think Ron got adopted by Darrell.
Yeah. Well, what's weird is Ron's last name's the same as his friend's first name. Ron Darrell.
Yeah.
See how that works? Yeah. So anyway,
I think that's about the same price wise, I guess.
Yeah.
How long ago did you buy it?
I think the one thing here that was saving grace for us was city water and the sewer. So that's what made it an easy decision for me, because putting it in a septic tank, we had a septic tank in the high desert, and I paid thousands of dollars to try to get the original one to work. Every time it rained, it filled up.
The lines weren't deep enough.
And then I had a guy come out and he dug up my whole freaking front yard. I mean, down 25 feet. And we ran new plumbing, and we put rock down, and we put plastic over it, did all this stuff, and it buried it all back up. And it lasted, about a year and a half. And then it would rain, and the septic tank would fill up. So I finally, it was during that bad recession, and I found I called this company, and I asked them if they had we're doing septic tanks. I think I paid $2,000, and they put a 43-foot drain well and a 1,500-gallon cement tank in. And I mean, if I was to do that today, it'd probably be $50,000. And we never had another problem. But I guarantee you that house is still working, because I could put water. Everybody could flush toilets and everything. I could go and drop a rock and it hit solid ground. So it was just drained perfect. So
Ron says he's answered to a lot worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell your last name because you may not want everyone to know.
Average when Mellow Cat and Two Eggs bought their property was $7,500 per acre.
Right.
And it is not big city, correct? already have had 3 advertisements. Sorry, guys.
Well, if you watch the Washington one, there should be no commercials
there's no commercials on there at all. There shouldn't be. Not monetized. I still have to develop it.
Yeah, well, it cost me $1,700 to get the tractoring done, and then we probably to do all the water lines and running the sewer lines and the PVC or the conduit for the electrical and the power loop and all. I probably have over $10,000 invested in all that. But all that's all done. It's all in. I still have when we go to do the shed, we're going to have to go about 10 or 15 feet to tie into the sewer. The water line's already in there in the building. The conduit's already in the building for the electrical, but I want to use copper wire in there, and I found a deal on aluminum wire, and I got it pretty cheap, and I got enough to do everything, so I bought that, and but I want to use some good copper wire into the shed.
Mark says, guess I'm gonna have to buy a Manscaped lawnmower 5.0.
5-liter?
5.0. Is a Manscaped like a
like a Mustang? Oh.
That's what I thought manscaping was.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this stuff because I just let it grow. See, there it is. If we're talking about that. But anyway, yeah, so it's fun. And then also, if you saw in the introductory here, we're still looking for more people for fireworks for trimming your unmentionables. Okay. But anyway, if anyone is interested in doing that, you need to go to economicrefugiesrv@gmail.com and leave a message for us. Either you can contact us and I can send you my phone number, or you can send me your phone number and I'll contact you. And we'll go from there. We'll get you. We still have a bunch of openings in Illinois, Indiana, and possibly Tennessee is going to open up. In fact, retired traveler, he may be getting Tennessee opening up. There's if you're somewhere where they allow, what they call barely legal fireworks, we could hook you up with the owner and you guys could try to get that area where you're at, possibly get a store. He'll try to get you a store started, or he'll get you a tent or something. So there's Maddie.
Hey Maddie, glad you made it.
Here's with my friend. How's everyone doing? I don't know. I just know about us. We're doing good. What is that?
Good. Yeah, my sound is up. Should be down.
No. But yeah, so we're going to try to fill these holes. Now, there's some stores that start earlier, so if you're looking at more of a long term, you could work, I believe, up to like 5 months, or as short as 1 month. So, and some actually, if you're in a tent, you can work a couple of weeks. So,
looking for the list of what's available.
It's right there.
I have it on my phone too, but I can't find it.
You can't read it either. It was upside down.
Oh, commercial.
But we're live.
So there's
Thermopolis
Illinois,
is gone.
Indiana, and that's it. And then maybe Tennessee.
Yeah. And maybe Wisconsin.
And maybe Wisconsin.
So right now there's still Point of Rock, Wyoming, right? Or someone take
Yeah,
that.
well, I don't know because
There's
someone was
someone
talking to
that's
him about that.
tentative, and they were talking, but that one's from May 1st till September 15th.
And then
What I don't know if I should say that word. What is that? Tutopolis? Tutopolis?
Yes.
That starts May 1st to July 20th.
And RV Retired Traveler says I'm waiting for Mike to figure it for me, Bill.
Yeah. Jasonville, I read that. Jasonville, Indiana, May 15th to July 15th. Lytton, Indiana, May 15th to July 15th. And Warren, Indiana, May 15th to July 15th. And Indiana's a pretty place. We were surprised when we drove through it up.
Yeah.
And so is Illinois. The only part of Illinois that's kind of is probably like the big city of Chicago or something. A lot of this is out in the country area of Illinois. Mattoon, Illinois, starts June 10th and goes to July 10th, so that's a quickie. And Charleston, Illinois.
All of these go the same day.
These are all 10ths.
June 10th to July 10th, 1 month.
In Marion, Illinois, and Mount Carmel, Illinois. And probably what will happen is the only thing that's really probably set in stone is going to be being there by June 10th. And then usually after the 4th of July, if things kind of really slow down, then he's not expecting anyone to stay there, just long enough so they can come and get the stuff out of there.
Yeah.
So those are what's available right now. And he's working on opening more stuff all the time. So we'd like to get as many people as we possibly can and get you started. And I think if you do it once, you'll probably do it multiple times.
This will be our 3rd year.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
We're happy about it.
Does anyone have any questions about that or any answers?
It's 69 degrees outside right now and it's dark.
We're here?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's warm too. But I had to close it.
That was weird. This live stream just started all over from the very beginning. I had to go out of it and come back in. Huh. Yeah. Charlotte says she's not getting any commercials at all.
Oh. Have you been kicked off or anything? No? Maybe they demonetized everything on us. It's possible. I don't know.
Anyway.
You can't say anything bad about certain companies because if you do, it's like they sit around and listen to us. Pay rate. Pay rate is 10%
of the gross.
Of the gross, not the net. It's the gross. So whatever the stand does, you get 10%. So that's pretty good, and it's pretty much, and you a contractor and an employee, I think pretty much you can be whatever you want to be with him, but that's something you have to discuss with him. It's up to the individual and go from there. The thing about it is when you're on commission, normally you're going to want to be on 1099 because then you can write your stuff off. And you're not really busting a lot in the beginning. You're just kind of, in fact, it kind of gets a little bit like boring and it feels like you're not going to happen. And then all of a sudden you get about a week before and then it hammers down there for a while. You're busy for about a week, that's for sure. But that's when you're gonna turn all the best money, Rocky wants to stay out of the van. Open the door, he comes running. Yeah. Yeah. The KG was not happy today. He didn't like riding around the car.
Yeah. Well, actually, he hasn't liked riding in the truck lately either. He wants to sit on my lap, and he acts like all nervous. I don't know.
What he wants to do is go outside and run.
Yeah, I don't know.
By himself. He doesn't want any. He doesn't want any instruction or don't go over there. Don't play in the street. He wants to be a kid, big kid. So Do you live on site in your RV like gate guarding? Well, you do live on site, and pretty much, yeah. It's he makes sure you have full hookups, and all that is supplied. You don't have to pay for any of that, and you're on site. So we actually have Kentucky's another place there's stores, but there's no Kentucky on that list right now.
Hi, Louie. And probably Barbara somewhere there in
Yeah.
earshot.
He's not on there yet, or is he up? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're right next to the store, and there's full hookups there. So he gets what he does when he rents a store. He'll go in and try to make it as full. Well, you will have full hookups whether they're connected to the store, or if you have a tent, you might have a generator and water and a septic tank or something. I don't know. Where we're at, we have water, septic, sewer, and electric off the store. So, but he always makes sure you have full hookups, and he provides all that.
And did you talk about hours?
Yeah, you kind of set your own hours.
Yeah, it's because it's not real busy at the beginning of the season. Whenever you get there.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, he's a really nice guy. He wants you to go in at 7 in the morning and work till midnight every night, but
if you would do that, he'd be okay with it.
Yeah, because he's not paying you by the hour. But the thing is if it's not busy, then we don't sit there all night long. We'll normally start off with like 10 in the morning till like 5 at night, and then as we get closer, or like maybe on the weekend we'll stay open maybe till 7.
Yeah, and you'll know because things will just really drop off, and you just know. You kind of get a feel for it.
Now, as far as South Carolina, do they let you sell aerials and stuff? See, that's what he's got, the stuff like you see when you go to the park and watch the fireworks.
It depends on if that area where you would like to sell allows that kind of stuff to be shot off or purchased even.
Right. So you'd have to, if you're interested, email us at Economic Refugees RV
at
gmail.com, and either send me your number or when you contact me, I can send you my number, and then you can call me and we'll talk about it. I'll give you a little more information over the phone, and then I will hook you up direct with Mike. And if you want to try to go to South Carolina or something, the thing is most of his warehousing is in Indiana.
Right.
And I know he goes as far as Wyoming. And Kentucky's kind of pretty close, but he goes to Tennessee too. So it really depends. And I don't know what he will do on that level or not. I know he's talking about going to Wisconsin. So I think that's quite a ways for him too. So he hires people to because he'll set up your store, and usually it's a turnkey thing. You'll open it up, you'll walk inside, they'll show you the alarm code, they'll show you how to operate the register, the clover is what it's called.
Point of sale.
And usually all the merchandise is in the store. And what we do is we go through it. I'll take a cart and I'll just start working down the rows, and I'll take one
of everything on display.
And then she runs it through and makes sure the price is correct and the inventory and all that. We do that it takes us like 2 days.
Make sure all the price tags, which I know they are because I've priced them all, but make sure they're all correct.
To make sure they all have price tags.
Right.
And then when you're all done with that, then from then on you know everything's perfect. There's always a few little mistakes, but it's not a big deal. Once you do that, you just tell them, hey, there weren't any of these, but there were 3 of these. You know what I mean? Then you get the inventory all straightened out.
So if we're saying 10% and we're going back for the 3rd year, you know that it's a good money maker.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty good. I can travel. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, and it could be very good money. I would just say that if people that like work campgrounds and stuff like that, you're going to work 1 month and make the money you would probably make working a campground all
1
summer
month
long.
fireworks.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying, if they work a campground job, they'll make more doing fireworks than they'll make probably
Yeah.
all season working
Right.
at a campground. And you're not paid for a campsite. You're not working with 14-year-old psychotics and stuff like that.
I think it'd be fun to be a traveling vendor at motorcycle rallies.
Who wants to do that?
Mark just said, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would think about that.
Well, we used to do swap. We used to do the all Harley swap meet, swap meet in Long Beach. Yeah, we sold, but people loved what I had. I had a lot of really old. Most motorcycle guys that they would have saw the inventory I had, they'd be buying it too. I sold off all my panhead and shovelhead stuff, and I mean, I had a lot of stuff, and had a lot of gas tanks, and had cylinders and heads, and I just had a ton of stuff. But we made pretty good money. At one time, we went out there. I think we made almost $5 grand. Mm-hmm. We sold everything except for the trailer we hauled it in.
We never made less than 2.
Yeah.
When we went a lot of times.
So, but that was from a lot of years of collecting stuff too. Right. So it was sad to let it go, but it's like right now I'm paying $40 a month, which isn't bad
compared to California.
Yeah, because we were paying like $300 a month for everything. We had like 3 storages when we first started. But
how do you reorder more fireworks through internet, email, or phone call? So I write a list up and I just snap a photo of it and I send it to Mike. That's how we do it.
Text
Real
it
high
to
tech.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is that sometimes you'll get a really popular item.
Yeah.
And you'll run out, and you'll order it, and if he doesn't have it, he'll try to fill you with something comparable as much as possible. So because he orders stuff by containers from China, so sometimes they'll have something for a year or two, and then it's no. One thing we haven't been able to get are those stupid Chinese lanterns.
You guys know what Chinese lanterns are? He thought he bought a bunch of them, and they were lanterns and they were Chinese, but they just hung on a string. And you lit
they were the things where
they twirled around, hanging on a string. They weren't the ones that floated up into the air.
Where you light a candle and you let go of them.
That's what people want.
Yeah, that's what they want. They used to have them out there courtside all the time, but I didn't see any.
See any this time.
They may have outlawed them.
Nah.
Well, they come down like fires,
No, they come down because the flame goes out. They don't like the wires that the tissue paper's wrapped around.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What the turtles are eating it or something. It gets stuck in their teeth. Do turtles have teeth?
Snapping turtles.
I don't think they do.
Snapping turtles.
Yeah. Anyway, any other questions? Does she supply running shoes? For you, probably. Yeah.
Hey, we saw a house like your RV today, Mark. Had a hole in the roof.
It had a hole in the roof.
Your name did come up. Yes, it did.
Smoking tennis shoes. Beaks. In case of fire.
Well,
I
have thought of that.
The fire marshals come out and inspect.
They do.
And
but I mean,
we got a real
right
fart.
Next to a powder keg.
We got a guy who's a real fart, huh?
Oh, he's terrible.
But
you
know what?
Retired.
I think he was retiring. But he would just, well, okay, I'll let you go with this, but you have to. I had to go over and turn something else in and stuff like that. But Mike's he's real helpful with all that stuff. You don't have to worry about it. You get
it's not on us anyway, is it?
I just tell him, did you call Mike? Well, no. I go, well, I don't know the place. I just work here, so.
Yeah.
So he'll call Mike, and Mike will say, okay, I'm going to send you this thing, and just run over here and turn it in, whatever they have you do. But yeah, they'll check they never check the fire extinguishers.
It's all about money. It's
Yeah.
plain and simple. Yeah. He had an issue with our exit sign. He said it didn't work, and he pushed the wrong button or something.
Yeah,
Mike said,
it did work.
It
so.
worked. And then the whole time he was there, I kept watching him. Bill kept watching him. And he never once looked to see how many fire extinguishers that we had, if they were placed in the proper position, if they were checked recently enough on the little punch tag they have, whatever.
So if there's a fire, pray. You know what we had? In fact, he's not on here tonight, but Scott from RV Bandwagon, he worked in Illinois and he had a tent. And some kids went in.
After they went to bed.
And lit something off.
Yeah, a big cake.
And it burned a hole through the tent, man. It went right through the top of the tent.
And your RV was right next to it.
Yeah, but they
Mike heard, or Scott heard what was going on.
Yeah.
He heard something.
And he went out there and grabbed it, threw it out of the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. People could be dummies, but what we have is our store, and it's locked and alarmed.
Thank you, Sunny Day.
We never had a problem.
Guardian angels, man.
Yeah. Well, in the beginning we parked right next to the store.
Yeah, you cannot do that.
And they said you want to be at least 20 feet away. So, just the secret is they have an extra water hose and an extra long sewer hose, so you get a little bit further away.
Right, which we do. You gotta buy more sewer.
No, nobody got hurt, but it did put a hole about 2 feet across.
Did they catch the guy?
Did they catch him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We never heard if they did.
No, I don't think they caught him.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
It was young kids. They were like,
but I don't know how they
15
even knew
years
that.
old. Huh?
Somebody saw, or I don't know. Anyway, but
it was almost dark. It wasn't completely dark when it happened.
But I think Scott got a camera.
Oh, he did?
After that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Where we're at, our parking lot is the most popular place for cars and trucks to turn around. So we usually will set up our camera like we have in our vehicles and aim it towards the parking lot and just film people coming in and turning around. And I fixed motorcycle flats. I helped the guy fix a flat on his boat trailer one day. We give a lot of directions.
Yes.
We let people come in and use the bathroom.
Well, and we've got like a shed place. They build sheds and stuff on the corner because it's the corner property and then us.
But you can't get there from the street.
You have to go all the way around the block to get to the parking for the shed place. So they come in our parking lot, park over by the edge, and then they crawl through the...
They walk over, yeah.
But we get all excited when we've been sitting there all day long. It's like...
And we've had the cops sit in there and try to bust people for speeding on the street. Because the freeway...
We had a gas leak the other... last year.
Yeah, down the street. But we're right... We can see the freeway. We're half a block off the freeway. And what's weird is, there's an overpass, and you'd be surprised how loud that overpass. Yeah. Sometimes it sounds like they're on the roof.
It's like they hit a metal divider strip in the concrete pieces.
Something, and it goes kaboom, kaboom inside the store. But our motorhome's on the far side of it, so we don't hear it.
I wrecked up there one time.
Yeah, twice.
I saw that
like 2 days apart.
Remember? I remember that, but
yeah. So it always makes it interesting when you're close to the freeway.
Yeah, but it's
that's like when we gate guarded. I always like to be where I can see the highway, the road.
There's something to do.
Yeah, I was surprised today. We've heard sirens today.
Yeah.
We rarely. The only time we ever hear sirens is if somebody has a heart attack or something. But I actually heard a car go zoom down the highway out here when we first got home, and I heard sirens screaming. They were after this guy. That seems to be the most active crime wave around here is speeding.
Running from the cops.
So because everywhere here, at every highway except for Highway 30 and 40, which are major interstates, the speed limit's 55 miles an hour in Arkansas or less. And so, if you're doing, you could get away with running 60, 62 miles an hour on the highways. They'll pretty much leave you alone. But if you're running 65 or 70, they'll pull you over. And they're pretty cool, but we haven't really had much. I haven't had much interfacing with the police around
And
here.
that's
So
good. We do have a police scanner.
yeah, we listen to them. I listen to them at night. 10-4. One gal. 10-4. And they're always like, oh, there was another one. Yeah, this guy, he's been staying out in the woods, and the cops take turns going over and doing welfare checks on him, make sure he's okay, and they take him water. I mean, it's crazy. This one guy, the old guy, one time he goes, my front faucet is leaking. Is there anybody that can come out here and shut the faucet off?
Well, I think.
And they had two police respond, and they shut his water faucet
Yeah.
off in the front yard. Somebody came and did turn the water on or something. They didn't turn it all the way off. So I mean, they're pretty good guys around here. Of course, you're in the country, and most of the people around here know the cops. Well, like I say, we don't know them, but I don't want to know them. I don't want them to know me. That's the main thing. When we lived in the high desert, man, they all knew me. They're always pulling me over on my motorcycle, hassling me. I had my bike one time. I used to put it in the living room in the wintertime, and I would just tear it all down. I'd take stuff to the Cromer, and I'd be, just working on it, cleaning it, getting it all ready for the next season. And when I had some brackets I was relocating my rear turn signals. I had them down at the Cromer, and I got it all. Everything else was back together. I thought, well, I'll just take it for a quick ride. And I just went maybe 2 miles down and a mile this way and a mile back, and boy, this cop pulled me over, and man, he wrote me up for unsafe lane change and no turn signals. I mean, he just really went after me. And the bad thing for him is I had a wholesale electronics thing, and I met one cop, and I was complaining about being constantly harassed, and they would not, the captains and stuff wouldn't do anything for me. So I finally told one of the captains. I said, "Okay, I know how to deal with this." He thought it was threatening. I said, "He goes, are you threatening me?" And I said, "No." I said, "I just have a way of dealing with this type of situation." And the next cop that pulled me over, I I told him, I said, "From now on, you guys are going to get to know me. You're going to realize that I'm not like some out breaking into places and stealing motorcycles and stuff." I go, "I actually have a business. I do what I do. And I wouldn't let him go. I was a hold of his car, and he goes, "I need to go." I said, "Well, I need to go sometimes too, but you guys hold me up for you know a long time." And so finally, he gives me back my license and stuff. Says, "I really got to go." So I let him go, and anyway, he took off. And one day, I had this little wholesale deal in my garage, and he pulls up in my driveway in his police car. He walks up and he goes, "What the heck you got going on in here?" I said, "Oh, I buy defective goods from different companies, and I have a couple of techs, and we go pick the stuff up. And then these guys in here, there was a guy and a girl. They would clean everything all up and rebag them, and package them, and I would wholesale them out at really super good prices." And he goes, "Wow, that's really cool." He goes, "I have a boat." And I said, "You do?" I said, "Why don't you go get your boat, bring it over here, and I'll put a nice stereo in it for you." So man, he went and got his boat. I put a nice stereo in it. We got to be really good pals. The next thing I knew, he was bringing these other cops over, and they were buying stereo equipment stuff. And this one guy came in, Greg Garland was his name. I said, "I know you," and he goes, "Yeah, I know you too." He looked at the bike. He goes, "Yeah, I know you too." And he goes, "Don't worry, I'll never hassle you again." I go, "That was a pretty chicken ticket." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I actually kind of felt bad. You were a nice guy," and so he got a stereo, and we were all good buds. Well, anyway, that cop that had pulled me over, he he would come by occasionally, pull me over just for fun. Anyway, he contacts us and he says, "Hey, I made sergeant, and I'd like you and your wife to come to my sergeant's party at my house." I'm going, "Well, really?" I had a ponytail down the middle of my back and a beard, and I said, "Okay, we'll come." So we went to his retirement party, or not retirement, his sergeant's party. And there are all these lieutenants and captains and sergeants and everything in there. They were all real cool to me, and I was cool to them. We had a good time, and we left. Well, he ended up becoming the sheriff of the largest county in the nation. The county is San Bernardino. His name's John McMahon, and he just retired about 3 years ago. But he was just a really cool cop. He was the type of cop, if you were going to get pulled over, as long as you weren't a jerk, he would be cool. And he most people liked him. So anyway, that's my story about police officers. And you were a cop for 22 years, and I had a shop for 22 years.
If they're pulling you over in Arkansas, don't run from them because they'll just take you out at any speed.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you look at
Arkansas Highway Patrol has a channel on YouTube that's pretty cool. Lots of drug busts.
I've seen it, and if you ever look at the front of their cars, all those little crash bars on the front are all bent, and so are the Oklahoma.
Lieutenant Dan said that's what I did for 22 years, cop.
Yeah. Lieutenant Dan.
Mark just got bumped back to the beginning again.
He did?
Yeah.
Why are you being punished? Well, you know what it is? You're just making it so we have more views. And you can keep liking, so you can like again if you want. See how well that works out?
Louis, I'm glad you're here, but I'm glad we're here out of California, and you're out of California too. Is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, we're glad to be out of California. There's a lot I miss about California, but it's not a good place now. So there's Megavan Mike, Mr.
Hey,
Oil
Mike.
Change.
Hey, Lisa, happy belated birthday person.
So on that drain plug, Mike, on your car, what that is, that's a magnetic. That's a magnetic, drain plug. And it looks like it magnetizes that whole thing, and that just catches stuff as it travels by, is what I think that is.
Maddie wants to see Cage.
Everybody wants to see the bad doggy. There he is. KG. Hey, look, people want to see.
Oh, side eye.
Look at that. Stinky eye there. His eyes are all red.
I'm sleeping.
He's Mr. Tutti Fruity anymore, man, I'll tell you.
Maddie says she misses the weather in California, but that's about it. I miss the beaches.
Yeah, beaches were real nice. Let me see. I'm trying to get this thing set back up. There the beaches were really nice. When we were kids, man, it was a great place to live. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, true. I'm ready to get my RV and head out towards Arizona very soon and getting out of New Jersey. You know what?
Joyzy.
It's going to be screaming hot. You probably want to.
Yeah, you don't want to go there now.
Somewhere north, maybe northern Arizona.
Or you could go to Flagstaff, Arizona.
Northern Arizona would be more temperate, not so miserable.
Up there, Prescott, Flagstaff. You're up in the pines.
Yeah,
what's
pretty.
Payson, Arizona? Williams, Payson, all that area up there in the mountains. It's really nice and cool in the summertime. Quartzsite, 125 degrees in the summer.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah, Mike, we're still settled in nicely.
Yeah, Megavan Mike has a good channel. So if you guys are interested in the RV lifestyle, he's a new full-timer, him and his wife, and they've been traveling all over Arizona and Nevada. And
quality of content.
Yeah, he's been doing Palm Springs. He did the Hoover Dam the other day. Now he's teaching everyone how to change the oil in their generators, and he's going to come over here and show you how to change the oil in my diesel and my Cadillac and the pickup. Yeah, I'm sure he would like
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah. How old is Cage? Cage is 5 years old. He looks like
Mike
105.
says LOL.
What?
Hmm.
All this winter gear is a pain.
Yeah.
Boots, coats, weighs a ton and takes so much space in my camper closet. Yeah, well, when you know, that's one reason why we like doing the tent is
Those
because we
vacuum
get
bags,
out
though, are a good idea.
the what?
They're still, I mean, the weight of everything is still there. The vacuum bags, you put your stuff in a bag and then suck the air out of it, and it just compresses
Yeah.
down to nothing. You still have the weight of it, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to do that with a toolbox.
And Jason says I'm sleeping. Maybe a cookie will wake me up.
A cookie?
This guy.
Oh. Who? You mean a treat? Who wants a treat?
No.
What, a treat? Treat?
Giving him the side eye.
Who wants a treat?
I can't be bothered to raise
Let
my
me see.
head.
Let me see if I can get him. Hang on. Let me see if I can get him. Need to put these by my chair, huh?
No, where he can get into them. No, help himself.
Ooh, look what I got. Look what I got here. You think you want some of these? Come here.
Thank you, Tim.
Come here. Over here. No, you go over there. That's not the where you go.
Ooh.
Whoa, come on. You got it?
Ooh.
Be nice. You ready? Well, good boy.
You don't tell him to be nice.
You see how good this dog is, Ron? You see that? Where's Ron at? Watch this. Ready? Where is it? You see it? Where is it? There. It's gone. Where'd it go?
Mark.
Where is it? Oh, it's right there. There you go.
Mark keeps getting booted back to rewatch everything all over again. Arizona is just going to be home base. Maybe Caballo Local Ranch? Caballo.
Caballo.
Caballo Local Ranch.
Yeah.
Crazy cowboy.
Everybody wants to see you. They can't. Up here. Come on. Come here.
Anyway, out in New Jersey sounds good.
Oh, don't wrestle me. I'll give it to you.
I don't.
There it is. Everybody wants to see the cute puppy.
Good boy.
But we have you instead.
Bill's that kid you got to tie a pork chop to his neck to have the dog sit on
See,
his lap.
usually by now, he's drugged me in to go to bed. Huh.
Yeah, he's convincing for sure.
You are tired, aren't you? You did nothing all day and you're exhausted. Exhausted. You were sleeping in the back of the car.
He wasn't, though. He was tensed up and nervous. And
Cage is so shiny. Yeah, you know what? We spray him with oil right before we go on TV. Or
He's a good boy. We like him.
He's a good doggy.
The drumstick.
Where's your ball? Where's the ball?
Put it up.
He's looking for more treats. He's like, that's it? How long do I have? If I don't get another treat, I'm not staying on here. There's no pay in this gig. Yeah, he's
bedtime milk and cookies.
Yeah, you can tell he's yawning like crazy. He's usually in bed. He goes to bed before I do.
He gets up after you do. Goes to bed before you do.
He tries to get up with me most of the time. I get up usually around 5.
There are currently 27 watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for Bill and Donna. Thanks, Maddie.
Thank you,
WD-40. Yeah.
Well, the ice maker's still running.
Yeah. Well, it actually needs to have the ice dumped from it. Anyway.
Yeah, today too when we were driving, I just thought about that guy with the Camaro. We pulled out. We were going to pull into a turnout, and I saw he was getting ready to turn out. So I thought, okay, well, I'll keep going. So I kept going, and I thought he was going to go the other way, and then he got behind me. And then I pulled off into another one, and he pulled in behind me and stopped. And so I said, okay, well, here we go. So we got back on the road, and he followed right. Yeah. He kept following us. And finally, he got stuck behind a boat or something.
A guy towing him out, yeah.
And we got away. So there we go. Uh-oh, they have
We're
a naughty
in Phoenix
cat.
for a month now.
Yeah, we saw that.
You have a naughty cat because his fur's all knotted?
Yeah.
Poor Carmelo.
Nothing on the doggy, huh, Mike? Oh, well.
It's just sad. Anyway.
Yeah.
You just need to shave your kitty, Jason. You need to give him a lion's cut. He'd look cute.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I have to sedate him to do it, I think.
We hope you get your doggy back, Mike. Kind of crappy. Anyway.
Lisa wants to shave our kitty too. He's gonna talk to me. Oh, he's gonna talk to the owner on Friday. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Everybody pray for Max.
Yeah. Well, we got to keep. Is there anyone have any other stuff they need to talk about, or
about fireworks? Because it's right at an hour now. So.
Yeah, we got our hour in.
Thanks.
We got to get off of here so that they can demonetize us.
Yeah.
They probably will, huh? Is it saying whether it is?
Hey, Mike, where do you get your music from? I told him we can't commit to fireworks.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, maybe next year or something, because he's not going to get a store and everything if you're not going to do it. So there is a certain amount of commitment, and that's for all people. You need you may have a detached retina. Yeah, that sounds like fun. That's what happens when you go to Palm Springs.
That's sad. I'm not liking that.
I used to go to Palm Springs a lot when I was a kid. I had a friend, his grandfather owned a Volkswagen dealership, and
the music. I was asking what music you use for your videos.
Yeah, I had a friend who his grandfather had a Volkswagen dealership in Downey, where I grew up, and he had a house in Palm Springs. And my friend's mom would always go over there, and we'd always go over and hang out. They had a pool, and it was a pretty cool place back in the. But that was like back in, what was it? That show with that movie was Robert Conrad and Debbie Reynolds or something like that. It was like All Summer Long or something. It was pretty cool. Used to be a really cool place. It's hot. We went through there one time on the motorcycle. It was like 120 degrees, and my friend's bike kept shutting off.
We got passed out. It was so hot.
That's not good. They can fix that.
The retina. Some YouTube music. That's what Mike uses. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna get off of here. I think we're pretty much to the. Did you tell Mike that you were going to be able to do it?
Yeah, he said.
Oh, he did? Okay.
I told him we can't commit to fireworks.
Oh, okay. All right, you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for all the likes. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate taking time out of your Sunday night.
Yeah, and visiting. And like I say, if you're
interested in the new one, thanks for saying hi.
And if you're interested in the firework thing, let us know. And thank you for all the new watchers.
Yeah.
Hope to see you next week. We're here every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, and Darla's gonna spend another 3.5 months on another video.
Just to get demonetized.
All right, we'll see you guys. Bye, Wendy. We'll see you later.
Thanks for the heart. Good night.